For TV.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for hosting me.
All right. So introduce yourself, what you do, where you're from, etc.
My name is Hole Honest. I'm a musician.
That's your camera.
I'm a musician, entrepreneur, and a volunteer,
Right.
and also a community strategist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are very heavy titles. Community strategist, entrepreneur, still a musician as well.
Yes,
How
and
do
a
you,
volunteer at the
and
same
a
time.
volunteer as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations for those.
I
How do you
appreciate it.
actually put all of those things together and still be able to do music before we get to where you're from?
You know, it's about me managing myself and what I'm supposed to do as a man and as a person.
Okay.
So I get to do all this because I am able to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So at what time do you get, that, because I believe as a musician or as an artist, you are a creator.
Yes.
You're a creative, in other words. And every creative, falls into that space where, you're vulnerable enough to start writing. You're so creative. Personally, I've interacted with people who they just lock out, they shut out everything and they get into that zone of, writing lyrics. Is it something that has ever happened to you? Or for you, it just comes like a miracle and boom, you have lyrics and then you're in studio?
Since that I've already said that I'm into a lot of things, I get motivation from so many different things. So from the stories, from the places, from the people, from the communities, from locations and areas where I always go, that is where I get those stories that I come to tell people.
Okay.
Yes.
Before you came live on air, you told me that you are originally from Uganda.
Yes.
And I think you have an interesting story about your background. Please just tell us a little bit of that before we get to the rest
about
of the
my
business.
background.
Right.
I'm an orphan. Yeah, I'm an orphan. Was raised by. Okay, let's not go there.
No, be free, be open to share. Because this is your journey, this is your experience, bro.
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't always talk about it, actually.
Why? What makes you to not talk about it? Is it crazy? Is it hurtful? Is it painful?
It is painful and hurtful. It's not crazy.
Okay.
Yes. So
all right.
I don't really do talk about it a lot.
Okay.
And I actually do talk about it via my songs.
Okay, you have kids?
No, I do not have kids yet.
Okay.
Yes, but I do have a family of people that I know close to me. Those are my colleagues, my friends.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't have a family, initial family.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, because you're an artist and every artist needs support, and I'm just trying to imagine how do you actually choreograph yourself and package yourself to be this kind of an artist without a lot of support from your background. Like, who are your main supporters as well?
Okay, my first support is me myself, and my last support is me myself.
Okay.
And then whoever comes in, I always thank God. Since that I was raised in an orphanage, I came to understand that in this world, first you have to push yourself before, then people will catch up from where you are.
All right.
At the moment where I am, at least I have a foundation.
Okay.
Where sometimes people see that, okay, let's dig in, let's contribute, let's do that. So I would say that I am my first support and the last support. Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment where actually I'm an independent artist, so I do support myself in all that I do, and then I do have also friends sometimes who do contribute when it comes actually in my community charity services.
Okay.
So my friends always participate.
All right. I'm really interested to actually just get a little bit of that background story, like from an orphanage in Uganda to now Kenya. Like, I just want to know what happened in between here before you came to this guy that you're here. Just a little brief of, from orphanage. That's an interesting story, really. Please tell us. Orphanage to now musician to now Uganda and now in Kenya.
When I turned 18 years, I left Uganda and then I came here. I came here as an upcoming artist.
When did you land in Kenya?
It was in 2016. I started my career 2018, professionally 2019. I was discovered by a Kenyan legend, but before that I was an underground rapper, and I used to actually battle in most of some of the community hub centers around Dagoretti South in Rongai. So I was discovered in Dagoretti.
Okay.
Yeah, by a Kenyan musician who is a legend.
Okay.
He's called Filter from Wakimbizi family.
All right. The Wakimbizi family. I know
taking
that
you back.
Right.
As I've already said that I'm an orphan, and then 19 I left the orphanage. So it's been really tough.
Yeah.
I don't really talk about it.
Yeah. Because I wanted you to talk about it because, you know, a lot of us are usually ashamed to talk about, you know, our scars, and especially the boy child, like nobody's open, nobody's vulnerable enough to tell their story. I struggled, you know, I struggled to be an artist. We saw, but Joseph, there's an artist in our country who talked about, you know, when he was starting his career, he had a lot of, you know, rich friends who never supported his music or played it on radio. But now he's made it though, he's a household name in Kenya. So, you know, just sharing your story and where you came from can inspire anyone like you out there watching. Now, away from that, I'm really also interested to understand, you know, like, where did you reach to that point and chose, like, you know, I'm going to do Afrofusion, because you mentioned it's Afrofusion, and you've also mentioned that, you know, you used to do rap battles. That means you've done ciphers, and you're also, you know, attributing it to the Wakimbizi family, which is like a solidified music group in Kenya. How did you reach to that place and understand that, you know, for me, as wholly honest, and also your name is interesting, we'll get to that as well. How did you reach to that point and say, this is me, and this is my identity as an artist?
It is after when actually I found out that I am full of, I am full of gifted, different ways on how I can tell stories.
Okay.
So when you look at the way the world is going, the way people are living, you get inspired in so many different ways. Yeah, so I fused my category of music due to the fact that when you get from Rwanda, when you get from TZ, when you get from Uganda and get from Kenya, you get only one soap. Very delicious soap. So that soap, it is what my music is all about. It's all about, you understand? So mimi ngesema like, ukisikiliza music yangu.
I didn't know you can speak Swahili.
Yeah, of course I do. I do. Ukisikiliza music yangu, unasikia more of Uganda, more of Kenya, more of Rwanda, more of TZ, and Nigeria too.
All right.
So that is why it's touching so many different stories so that I can inspire everybody. I don't categorize because people get inspired in so many different ways.
Right. Yes. So you don't have like a specific genre of music. It's like freestyle, you know, kind of music.
I don't like specifying what I do. You understand? Because the world that we are living in nowadays, you are seeing now, we are in a mainstream world. You can jump on anything. You can be inspired by anything and do it.
Correct.
We are in the world where at least anything is possible. Yeah, you've been seeing how Amapiano came and took over, we didn't know about it. How drill came and took over, we didn't know about it.
Right.
You understand? So if I wake up and I do a gospel song in a drill way, that is also inspirational.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting because, you know, rarely do you just see, you know, someone who is like everywhere or not everywhere, like with so many inspiration.
You know, it's about giving me a microphone and I show you what I can do. You just give me a microphone, I need to hear the sound.
Please, usiondoke kabla hujatuimbia one of your favorite songs.
It's okay. You know how to, if you know how to create a sound, it's okay. We'll
definitely, definitely do that. Now let's get back to now. Let's focus on your music. Your first song. When was it out? What's the name of the song? You know, how was the writing process, the inspiration as well? Right.
Now, my first song, it was very interesting that I remember it was actually a very surprising day. Nilikuwa tu mtaa hapo na beshte wangu. So huyu beshte wangu alikuwa connected na beshte wake, of which happens to be Filter. So umse, he passed by, so alitupata tuki freestyle hiyo jioni. So akakaa tu like kando, akaniangalia, so mimi sikuwa najua. So we were freestyling, playing beats, playing instrumentals. So after akakuja akaniweka kando, akaniambia ebu imba venye ulikuwa naimba tena. So akanyamaza, hakusema anything. So later baadaye sikuwa najua already ashapigia producer best yake, akamwambia niko na mse fulani hapa naweza, naonaje tukimhype. Unaona ni venye tu, by then I wasn't really motivated sana because I was still down. So hiyo jioni wakaniambia tu niwasindikize waende kahawa ndani. So tukifika kahawa ndani, kumbe tunaenda studio. So kuniingiza studio, they wanted to test me. I was freestyling on rap beats, wakaniwekea afro beat. So kuniwekea afro beat nika freestyle. That was my first hit song.
A hit song. I love the fact that you gave it that gusto of this is my first hit song.
Yeah.
Which year was it?
It was in mid 2000 and it was 2018. Not between 2008. Katikati ya 2018 hapo. Yeah, tulikuwa tunaingia I think September hapo, because it was officially released in November 2018 Bombastic. Yeah, so we recorded that. We actually recorded it saa 8, since that kutoka hizo masaa tulikuwa tu studio hyping na wasanii wengine. Kidis pia ametembea studioni. Yeah, this studio ilikuwa naitwa Spikes. Actually that is where I had a calligraph also started from.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it is called Spikes Music. It is located in Kawendani. I came to know that also calligraph started from with them. So after that very moment, I was put in a both. Yes, it wasn't actually hard. That very first take, producer said it's enough.
Right.
So in the morning, DJs were coming, and I was also touring the clubs in Kawendani.
Okay.
For the first time, I didn't know anything.
Right.
Yeah, man. It was a very great adventure.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
You've mentioned Kina Calligraph Jones and coming from that community of very strong rappers. I'll call them conscious rappers or unconscious, whatever it is. Coming from that community of such inspiration and grounding, it means you have a bright future. In the industry, and we wish you the best of luck. Now,
I appreciate it because after when I came to, actually by the time I released that song, and then I stayed at that studio, so that I think the reason why they wanted me to start that studio is to be motivated, because I have lived in a world that I was very lonely. Yes, I had songs. I could actually freestyle, write songs in my box and all that. I had them in my head, but I think they kept me at that studio so that I can be able to see other musicians, what they do.
Right.
Yeah, because I got so many inspired by the way things were going, and I got to tell a lot of stories because from that studio I think I was able to write a album. Right. Yeah.
Interesting, because you're also referencing to loneliness and the background of being an orphan, because rarely do you get somebody who comes from a very not so good background with so much enthusiasm and positivity like you are. Now how many tracks do you got right now that you would say they're already on mainstream platforms?
Oh my god, I don't know how many songs. I released my album 2019, my first album official 2019.
With how many tracks?
It was 33 tracks. I released my second album in 2021. But before I released my album, I had released a reggae EP. Yeah, so, and then in 2022 January, I released my first mixtape with Rajesh the DJ. Yeah, big up, respect DJs. Yeah, but in 2000, when I released my first album, I started at Moy Avenue distribution, you know, club to club.
Right.
Yeah, with different DJs. Yeah.
Awesome. So you mentioned a mixtape, you mentioned reggae, because I'd really like to know, like, which side do you gravitate a lot? Like, if we had to listen to your music right now, which side do you gravitate towards the most? Is it the reggae side? Is it the R&B side, the trap side, the hip hop?
I would say that reggae and Afro pop. I mean Afro dancer. Reggae Afro dancer, because my latest album, it is Afro dancehall actually.
Okay.
Yes, but my first album, since that it was my first time to get that feeling, that vibe, you know, so I could just tell a story, you know, no matter how I feel, no matter how, I just turn the studio on, you know.
Right,
So I really, it was reggae, it was dancehall, it was genge. Because I also featured so many different appraising artists. Yeah, so it was full of so many different stories. But this one specific, the current one, it specifically it was Africa.
What is the name of the album?
The first one, it is called State of the Art.
Okay.
Sota. That is why actually I named it State of the Art, because it was so many different categories. And then the second one, it is called The Beginning. State of the Art, the beginning.
Do they have meaning, those words?
Yes, of course.
The beginning?
The beginning, it is after actually what I went through in 2022. Yes. Yeah, after the concert that I had actually happened to go, and then the scandals and what happened after.
What were the scandals?
Hey.
Please tell us, man. What exactly happened?
You know, it's the Knifest. I don't really remember this.
Yeah, I remember Knifest.
Yeah, you know, yeah, a lot already happened. Understand that me personally, I was going through a lot of my personal
issues.
Challenges. Yeah.
Regarding finances, production, distribution.
Regarding finances, production, the release of my album, my second album, and also depression, you know. Yeah, so I went through a lot actually. I was admitted even in the hospital.
So sorry for
depression, you know.
Man.
I was depression. I was admitted.
Ole sana, bro. Because you know, I love the fact that you're honest about that. Because a lot of people would hide so many things.
No. I don't hide.
Just, you know,
I don't hide. Why should I hide?
This perfect image, like you know, I'm an artist and I have it all.
The only thing I feel hard to tell. Because I got tired of crying. It is my personal situation, being an orphan and how I was raised. But when it comes to my health, when it comes to my fitness, when it comes to my lifestyle, I tell, you know, because I know that the same way maybe some people are out there wanting to appear the same situation. Maybe somehow, somewhere I can get a friend who will be like, we are in this together, you know.
All right, and you actually reminded me something. Yesterday, I'm in a group of voiceover artists who are from Kenya, Uganda, and USA.
Oh wow!
And
that's nice.
and we talk about mostly, you know, some of the issues that, you know, especially young media personality experience in the mainstream space. And there's somebody who came and talked about, you know, how when the COVID-19 pandemic came, they were laid off from a TV gig they had outside country, and they had to actually go through a very bad depression. And then when they were trying to actually recover, and this was a boy child, while they were trying to recover, they were feeling a little bit shameful. There was no support, and things are very murky. So I love the fact that, you know, I feel like your story is related to that kind of guy, and rarely do we get, you know, men opening up about, you know, issues that are festering them in their personal lives as well. You've mentioned you cry, because, you know, when somebody hears the man is crying, they'll be like, bro, why are you're a man and you're crying, forgetting that you're a human being. And I can only imagine, you know, you're an orphan and you have all this positive energy. It's just super amazing and a blessing to you as well.
Yeah, man. You know, most people don't understand that it's okay for a man to cry. Because we are not metals, we are human beings, and there is no difference between me and that person who is saying that, oh, you're a man, you're not supposed to cry. Because even what makes lions to be lions is because they show their fear. You understand? Yes, there is when a lion shows its fear, you always see how it expresses itself. You understand? It has to roar. Lion doesn't roar just because it wants to scare you. You understand what I'm saying? It roars because there is something that is triggering inside. Should I attack or I just, backfire? I just lay low. So it is okay for a man to cry. And for those maybe who say you're a man, you're not supposed to cry, maybe they have not gone exactly what you have gone through. You understand what I'm saying? So it is okay for a man to cry, and it is okay for a man to seek help. Yeah, because at the moment where we are living in a world that is really crazy, we need each other.
Absolutely.
Yes. It doesn't matter where kama we ni mwanaume, kama we ni msichana, we all need each other. We all need somebody to lean on. That's what the singer said. Yes.
And I agree with you 100%. Let's come back to music. In terms of distribution and airplay in Kenya, would you say you've had enough airplay? And even in terms of bookings and gigs, and if yes, where are the places that you've been played mostly, and if not, where are some of the platforms that you wish they'd play you at well?
Well, initially it's been me playing my own music, because Kenyans to see you, to know you, East Africans to see you, to know you nowadays, it is not easy.
So what is the strategy that you've got maybe to give you a breakthrough?
My strategy that actually I picked, it is from the way back in 2005, 2019, when you used to release a song, you go get banner CD, unatembea mtaa.
You hawk it around.
That was my first strategy in 2019. So together with
Did it work?
It worked. Together with my DJ Totoface and DJ Baisa, we used to walk in every club actually, and then by then I met other people who in the world of creative. So there is I met Raquel. We used to kama nakumbuka hizo club za Moi Avenue, Club Rumors, Sevens, Club Edge, Club Spring. Hizo club zenye zilikuwa hapo zote, hizo 64 na Florida, hizo club zote za kitambo where we used to, that is where I used to go. I beg a DJ play my music. I stay there from saa 4 up to saa 8. Lazima sample ngoma yangu. Understand?
So and you had it in a flash disk or
yes, I could actually ban. Nilikuwa nawekanga nyimbo ine. Top of my 4 top songs. Then napeleka na pia DJ. Actually naka hapo. Maybe I make sure that ninunue soda. But nikae hapo. Understand what I'm saying? So then pia nilikuwa natuanga flash disk, naenda na sample ya waseo matatu, waseo matatu za Umoja, waseo matatu za actually matatu za Ronga hizo, manzi big up matatu za Ronga. So hiyo mix ya Ronga manzi imecheza muziki wangu sana. So I used to go na manzi, please I'm begging you. Okay, unaenda hivi at least. Hata wakisikiza tu 1 second ni sawa. So that is
it means a lot.
So that is how actually that is how I have been managing even to get money from, because I don't work. My work is music. I don't have like venye watu wanasemanga sijui profession.
A 9 to 5
profession is music. So I started selling my music that way. So nikikuja na kuconvince ukisikiza shika 50 bob. Hapo manze na account siku imepita. So through that is how I managed. But now in the mainstream world,
in terms of radio
TVs, it has not yet been, I have not been able to kupata hiyo chance juu ya manze lazima utoeka kitu hapa ndani Kenya, man. Even if you have a hit song, even if you have a record song, because hapa Kenya they don't see a record and also they don't see a hit song. Wanachagua tu kila song ni song.
Alright.
But ukienda huku juu they chagua a record and a hit song.
Alright.
So most songs zenye zina make records ndio naona hizo songs zinapewanga plaques.
Right.
You know, like you see them nominated nini, but hit songs ni zime that have broke records, like zimeenda zinaplay unasikiza hiyo ngoma kila siku.
In short, it's on rotation.
Yeah, so everywhere. At the moment I'm trying to enter the music business world. Okay. But before nilikuwa music industry.
Interesting, because I even don't know the difference between the music world and the industry.
Kuna difference sahi. Since that we were, you know, when we were attacked by Amapiano and drill, music business in Kenya iliingia sahi at least imeanza ku. But before hapa Kenya and East Africa tulikuwa kwa music industry.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, because music industry najua ni leo naenda studio nafanya ngoma na hapo studio au ni msanii.
Alright.
Umefika. But music business is umetoa song, you have a strategy, you have a team. The song is already on rotation. You're already doing tour. You're already booking shows. You have people who are running things for you, and you two are running things for yourself. Yeah, that is what is available at the moment in the industry now.
Interesting. But have you made use of the digital platforms in terms of Deezer, iTunes, Spotify, and the rest?
Since that I'm an independent artist, of course I'm trying, but at the moment I look forward for greatness. I look forward for partnership. I look forward for collaboration. I look forward for funds. I look forward for collaborations from so many different aspects of the world and music business people. At the moment where actually I am, I look forward for a hand. You know, two hands are better than one. And for these years that I've been doing music, I've reached at a moment where I'm like, oh God, I've done enough, man. Nataka pia ni
Nataka mtu akupush.
At least mtu akuja seme, you know what, I see this is where you need to go so that you can achieve this. Yeah.
Exactly, because
I'm lacking now.
Because you know the digital platforms, like right now everything is heading digital.
Yeah.
And in the next 3, 4, 5 years even we might not even be doing this kind of TV. It will all be digital. Even artists, for you to be played, you have to first of all break, you know, social media. You know, the biggest stars have been discovered on digital. So I hope you'll also take that direction, because it's not going to be easy though. I don't
really agree with you. Because look, we are not going to fly from Earth. We go to Mars. You understand? The way venye tu naongea ni kama tutatoka hapa immediate tuende Mars. Naona.
Okay.
Look, things will not yet still be the same, but still things will be the same. Yes, technology will be around, but we don't need to forget that still lazima tuende tuangalie Y254 on DSTV. No.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Okay. It's not about that lazima nitaenda sijui it's not about that nisahau remote yangu.
Okay.
Lazima nishike hiyo remote niweke Y254 on DSTV niangalie show yako ya Why in the Morning. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just that things are really we are in the world where like kila kitu vitu ni mingi. Masaa ndio machache. But realistically.
Okay.
Acha ni ushapoteza simu.
Okay.
Ushapoteza simu, si ndio? Hiyo time yenye umepoteza simu na feel aje? Like initially how do you feel?
Right, you're distressed. You know?
No, you are not distressed.
You're distressed.
You are where you are supposed to be.
Really?
Yes.
That's because the opposite. But I love your perspective, because you know, even if people want to access
what I'm
your
trying
music,
to show you
they
is
should
that
actually
it's
check
not
out.
about it's not going to be all about internet.
Okay.
In reality, people have to live. People have to move with the way they're supposed to live, because ukipoteza simu kirudi nyumbani, you feel a very different world. Okay. You understand? Ukitoka online ukienda offline, it's a different world. So it's just we need to differentiate between online world and offline world. You understand? And we respect that. Because the offline world, it is you. And And then the online world, it is where you see now everything that you want to see.
Okay.
But mimi bado nitarudi nishike remote yangu, niweke pale channel yangu ya Y254.
Amen.
Kwa DSTV nisikize muziki.
Please don't stop. Please don't stop. Now, in terms of music, if people want to access your music, I thought they should access it on YouTube and the other platforms. So, if people want to access your music, where can they exactly find
right
it?
Now,
before you sing, Kumbuka, you're supposed to sing.
Yeah, it's so all right. I know that. Right now, my music is on YouTube. That is why you can find my music, and also I had uploaded my album on SoundCloud, but since that. At the moment where I am, ndio nasema I'm looking forward to enter the music business world.
Okay.
Ndio ni at least I be able to partner, collaborate, and also get funding, maybe labels, and also individuals wenye wanaweza. So I hopefully that my music will be all over the world, worldwide, maybe 2023.
Okay, amen.
Because I look forward to tour also.
To have tours, right?
Yeah, I look forward to have tours.
Right.
Yeah, so it will be,
hopefully,
by 2023, it will be all over.
Amen.
But currently on YouTube and SoundCloud, Holy Honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy Honest, you were to tell us, how did you actually come up with that name? Holy Honest, you know?
Well.
Does it have meaning? Does it mean something?
Yeah, it means something. You know, every finish line is a beginning of a new race.
Oh, there you go.
When
Lil Wayne.
when I was young, I happened to be this person who was actually favored. Yeah, and through the survival, nimekuwa favored sana. Yeah, nimekuwa favored sana by God. So kuna this mama that looked after me. Then she used to say, whenever I used actually to cheerlead, I used to be everywhere. Then she used to say, you are so holy. Then so whatever that used to happen, I used to tell people, like naongea tu kweli, kitu kihappen nakuja tu nasema kweli, imeenda hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi. So that is how I got my name. So honest, you are very honest. You are so holy. So when I reflected on that story after when I grew up, and I was like, hey, okay. So I started now drawing, like, how do I phrase this? Nikaanza kuandika, ndio kutoa jina yangu hapo in that story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, your real names, your ID real names are?
For that one next time.
Please tell us, bro. Tell
for
us
that
your
one
real
next
names.
time.
Why not?
Why
are you so scared to say your real name?
People love to listen to my music. By the way, most people want to know Holy Honest. They need to listen to my music. They need to listen, most especially my second album, the beginning. I spoke a lot about myself. I spoke a lot about what was happening in politics. I spoke a lot about what was happening in the music industry.
Last year? Happening in politics this year?
Last year and this year. Because I released it I released it officially in June this year. So I've spoken a lot about politics, music, business, lifestyle, and all that. I already told, really people need to listen to that album. It's amazing.
Okay. So who are some of the people you're looking forward to collaborate in the industry, or maybe they're watching right now and you can tell them, hey, please come collaborate with me.
For those that I have categorized with, and those that I have na wenye nisha categorize, nisha fanya nao kibiashara on stage, we've been happening on stage together. In the Gengeton world, of course, I look forward to work with Mejja, because that man, I look forward, I always look at him when it comes to storytelling.
Right.
Mejja is very good on storytelling. So I always look up to him sana na respect sana.
Okay.
Yeah, nisha actually I have categorized for him venye maybe he came late to perform. Na nimejaribu commit, sijamit bado, but I know I look forward to that in future.
Okay.
But ni msee mzuri sana. Then I look forward to work with Arrowboy. na pia na wife wake Nadia Mukami. I look forward to that because they're also a good duo. I look forward to work with this Reckless. Yes, we have the same vibe.
Okay.
Yes, and also I look forward to work with this guy is a dancehall artist. This guy. He's called Red Sun. Sijui hawa si wako wapi by the way, but wamepotea sana na wamenyamaza sana. Yeah. Naziz Wairi, you know, that dancehall, you know.
Those are legends in that genre,
you know,
right?
Yeah, you know, I've been trying to push up for dancehall in Kenya, even kutoka mtaa, but hawa watu manzee wana they let me down for real. Sahi hatuna dancehall hapa Kenya. It's like ni mimi sahi niko and I'm trying. But I would love to see them still raising that flag of Kenyan dancehall, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but I look forward to, you know, honestly, nakumbuka that East African bashment vibe. Unaona
ile vibe ya kina Nazizi
Red Sun. That was the real vibe in the industry. But sahi manzee sijui wanafanya nini, but they need to really work on music. Yeah, so I look forward to at least be part of their life. Nijue venye naza, you know, blend. You know, so that I can be great. Na pia I look forward to work with Willy Paul.
Willy Paul. Okay.
Na wasanii wengi nimekategorize wasanii wengi. Calligraph pia is a great artist. Yeah, I've been looking forward to meet him, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, na pia I work with El Comondi.
Okay.
Yeah, artists wengi sana. I would love to work with because ukiangalia even Nigeria, that artists make it, they collaborate. They all come together, share one meal.
Right.
And that's how it is in TZ, that's how it is in Uganda. Bado sijaona hapa Kenya vizuri, but I look forward to collabo with any artist mwenye atasema holy honest, let's go to studio, ni sawa.
Okay.
Yeah, tutafanya kazi.
All right. What do you think is the biggest obstacle in the Kenyan music industry that you'd say hata wewe ndio umefanya hujafika hiyo level? What would you say is the biggest obstacle?
The biggest obstacle is government.
Really? Okay.
Unajua?
How is that?
I'm sorry to say, but government is a person who doesn't practice what they preach in reality.
What do you mean, bro?
On 100%, I'm sorry, I'm not disrespectful, but I'm being honest because this is who I am.
Okay.
I mean, hizi vitu most of the representatives wanatoka wanaongea kufurahisha kamera. Hawafurahishi mtu ako nyuma ya kamera. Wanafurahisha kamera.
All right.
But in reality, they are not doing anything. Ukiangalia in Nigeria, people come together, they are in music business. Ukiangalia TZ, you have seen what is going on. Ukiangalia Uganda. In Uganda, what government did for artists, actually they had to fight a lot. Government said, mwende mjipange in groups, have that organization, mukuje. But hapa Kenya, in 2020, actually in 2019, I became an eye in the community for Play Kenyan music. After when I came up with a group of so many different upcoming artists mta, na wenye ni feature now kwa album yangu. So there is this thing that was going on Play Kenyan music after when mapiano na afropop imeingia sana, imeua gengeton, and then gengeton artists tuna complain, unaona. Right. So we were like, play Kenyan music. So after your show concert ya Gengeton Festival venye ilienda, and after when we didn't get paid and all that, there was a lot of commotion. So nikasema okay, nika-organize wase, nikaambia okay, let us at least write a letter, we send it to maybe tutafute mtu mwenye anaza. But sasa pia na mtu mwenye tulipea nili reach out, but pia na yeye anatafuta, you know, to maintain his character, to maintain his fame and all that. So watu wenye wanafaa kufanya hii kitu, they are not doing anything.
Hii kitu ndo sielewa. As in, what do you mean? Do you mean like the government should help you?
Representatives, watu wenye wanajiweka huko that they are representatives. But initially they are not.
Or the music
for the artists and also for the music itself. They are not, they have not yet done anything to show that they have okay, wanaanza kuwa na work plan. Let's say music committees, hizi zenye music organizations.
Music Copyright Society of Kenya, right?
Yes, most especially hiyo. By the way, kila story inatoka.
Sorry, I'll have to cut you short. We are out of time. Please sing for us your favorite song in your album. Just
okay, just kusema tu. I just need like people to really understand that the world have changed now.
Right, that's
it's not about coming together to show the government that this is what we have. Please do something about us. And people who are out there that are showing they are representative of artists and yet they are not, please, you need to stop. You need to come on the board. We organize ourselves. Ndio tuende Mr. Ruto atusaidie. So
sing for us your favorite music. The message is home now.
Yes. So my favorite, I don't really have favorites. All my music, all my songs, they are favorites.
Okay, any, please, any, because we are out of time.
Maybe my I will sing just my first song, Bombastic.
Yeah, please do. Just like, a freestyle.
She's so bombastic, bomba. Oh, she's so fantastic, bomba. Oh, but she's so unmanchic, bomba. I read them, and I'm the one chick man, oh, I wanna see you balance, 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 oh, yeah, more on YouTube.
Right. Speaking of YouTube, where can people find your music? We are out of time, kabisa. Social media platforms.
My social media platforms on Instagram, Holy Honest, fan page Holy Honest, and also my official account is Holy Honest, Holy_Holy Honest, Holy_Honest. So, and then on YouTube, I'm Holy Honest. On Facebook, I'm Prince Holy Honest. That's my page. And then on SoundCloud, I am Holy Honest. But mostly, I always recommend Instagram and the YouTube, because that is where I'm active.
Right. Thank you so much for coming through and sharing.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. See what you pick up was on our
please, please. Your fans is
yeah, manze, my fans, thank you sana. Thanks for watching Y254 in the morning. Wase wangu wa Rongai manze, wase wangu wa CBD, all Ugandans hapo CBD, wafanyikazi wa Kenya wote manze, nashukuru, asante sana. Tina Brown manze, asante sana. DJ Baisa, Rajiz, DJ Toto Face, wase wa Dubai, actually they are tuned in. UK Raymond, they are tuned in, and USA, asante sana for watching. And all the guys that I've been working with musically, my producers, producer Kenny, Spikes Music, now formerly Baming Music, asante sana. And everyone who is watching, salute. Thank you for supporting Kenyan music. Manzem to support. We have what it takes. We can really, really make it big in this music business and music industry, and make records and bring music awards, Grammys and all that.
Amen.
Yeah, man.
Amen. Thank you so much for coming through. That has been Holy Honest, you know, sharing about his journey in music, trials and triumphs. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching, you have been inspired in one way or another. We take a break. We're back with much more, still on the #Thursday Vibes.